A hot day in September, and the show goes on. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A, and this is the Ready Talk Boxing. Thank you for your time and support. Watching that DAZN show, we're going to talk about that Devin Haney performance last night, though. I gotta say, it happened much quicker. I thought he'd turn it on around, we discussed about around 6, and then we'd get him out around 7 through 9. The fact that you got him, they stopped it in 4. It took away the 3 rounds of movement I gave Haney that he was going to do to, figure him out. Which I'm glad, because it was a really solid performance by Devin Haney last night. And one thing you can say, if you want to just critique fighters just because you want to. That's your job as a trainer. Critique, whatever. Critique. Always finding something to get better on. The one thing you were able to critique Devin Haney on was his movement. As good as it was, it seemed like he did it too much because he knew he can do it. He wasted a lot of energy. Therefore, he didn't seem like a hard hitter. Now that it could be a coincidence, or maybe I'm just talking out of my ass right here on the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing. It seems like now that he's controlled his movement, not doing it just because he knows he can do it, he's having more. He's standing his ground more. You can see the more power is coming from him. So, you would say from his fight with Antonio, and before that against can't pronounce that dude's name, but it had an X in it with him, and then since going to the zone, you can see whether it's trying to sell himself on the zone or they can't put in flatten out that little. Like I said, critique you can have in them. It's like, dude, okay, we're moving for what? What are we moving for besides we know we can do it? We can stand that ground, make this guy miss, and counter him, which you saw him doing against Zaur. He would just counter him, stand his ground, move a little bit. He didn't really have to expand so much energy on the movement. Now, when he needs to do it, and when he gets buzzed and he can escape it, he knows he can do it then, and use the energy properly. And we saw him get hit a few times, nothing too earth shaking, like non-boxing match related, and it seems to be like a more of when he knows he has it. And he's being really aggressive. When he got hit, it was just like he was just over aggressive, throwing the 3s, taking it to a 4, maybe at the wrong time, and Zaur just able to throw with him. Now, he took the jab away from him, from Zaur. Is that how you pronounce his name? Zaur. I thought he had used movement to take the jab away, but what he did was use his attribute in speed and just stand his ground and be first on him. Like, fuck, I'm not even gonna give you time to jab. He was first, throwing off combinations, and with that being his best punch, it left him down to jabs, which was wide and slow. Haney just was countering him, making him miss, being first. Beat him down to the body. It was like I said, it was a solid performance, except for if you're going to critique, you got a great critique in how he's not using his movement for no reason now. Just he's saving that energy, becoming a harder hitter. That's a good positive critique. You saw it last night, and you're seeing it slowly. You saw it slowly build up in previous fights, and he's getting better and better at it. And like I said, then now you want to go for the negative critique. Seems to get a little You can say, hey, you go for the gusto. I get it, but like I said, your job is to critique. Always make your fighter better. It's seeing okay, you're getting a little too happy with your combination. Keep it at 3 for this round. Maybe he jumps up from 3 to 5 a little too much, and he gets thrown with. You never know, a hook with a hooker. But just critiquing, talking that talk right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. It was a solid performance. Counter straights. Every punch you think of, he started throwing an uppercut. You say it, he did it, and there's not much the opponent had for him. It was now that punch that ended it. That as he said, it was his dad's favorite punch. I don't know if it broke his nose, broke his or fractured his orbital bone. Don't know what that punch was, but it was a. See, how do you pronounce it? Zaor. A ring. What does the RTD stand for? Referee time decision. Ring time decision. In the comment section down below, please leave that. Help me out. I always forget what the hell that stands for. Calling it the right hand counter was just one of many. Had his whole body, like I said, without him doing an unnecessary movement, he has the energy to plant his feet, torque his body, muster up the energy to crack orbital bones, or they don't know, fracture something. Devin Haney went from just pop shooting to now getting one of his own best knockouts and getting a 4th round corner stoppage with him checking noses and faces on people. That wasn't Devin Haney, So it's good to see a nice little, that snack is doing it. Shit, it's good to see Devin Haney getting that little strength. The team airing out wrinkles in the plan, getting them better. Solid performance, becoming the interim WBC